Terry de Havilland is the forgotten genius of shoe design. In the 1970s, his factory in the East End of London was producing 800 pairs of shoes a week. Everyone, from Bianca Jagger to David Bowie, flocked to his King's Road shop, Cobblers to the World. But now the shop and factory are long gone, and since the 1970s he has worked in almost total obscurity.
I suppose lots of people think I'm dead. Not, as you can see.
Since a heart attack, Terry and his partner Liz plan to make his comeback.
Helped concentrate me having that minor heart attack. It helped concentrate what I wanted to do. And what I wanted to really do was make what I consider Terry de Havilland shoes.
But on the eve of his relaunch, he discovers that one of his classic shoes has been copied and is starring in the mainstream media. 40 million viewers worldwide saw this scene from Sex and the City, featuring 5 gratuitous close-ups of the copied shoe. Superstars like Madonna are wearing his designs, and they don't even know it.
I mean, it just screams copy as soon as you see it.
This is my shoe from 30 years ago. Oh, yeah. And this is Miu Miu's shoe from this year. Oh, yeah. I wonder where they got the idea from. Well, I'm just pissed off that, I didn't get any credit.
I just wish he'd get the recognition he deserves, so I'm going to cry.
The most important thing is that we get this sorted properly, because I've been wronged.
This is the story of how one man's fight for recognition led to a whole new beginning.
This is Harvey Nicks, this is Knightsbridge, and I am back.
It's March 2003. You can't buy a new pair of Terry de Havilland shoes in any shop. But if you find your way to his studio in Dalston, North London, he'll hand make you a pair from around 100 quid.
I have a great time with boots.
Shows what I know, doesn't it?
These are good.
I like those ones.
I think they might be a little bit small for me though, because
okay, that was what we did down the back.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's what we did down the back. Because we didn't have snakes for these, we actually did them in.
Oh right, yeah.
So do you want to just leave it up to us what we do with the colours?
Yeah, I think so. You can see what I'm working with.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Cool.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Cool, we like that. It's amazing the impact high heels have on people, men and women. And there's nothing like seeing a girl in full flight down the street, clitter, clatter, clitter, clatter. With high heels, I mean, that's just music to my ears.
One morning in autumn 2002, Terry and Liz got a surprise.
I love girls being taller and taller and taller, particularly tall girls wearing platforms. That is heaven for me.
An article in Fashion Bible Pop magazine was promoting 70s-style modern clothes alongside original 1970s shoes. Terry de Havilland shoes.
When I first saw this magazine, I was blown away. I thought it was fantastic styling. I thought the photographs were fantastic. I thought the shoes were to die for, until I read that they were by Sasha from Relic instead of crediting me. I thought that was a piss take, to be honest with you. This is the Telegraph magazine.
Being uncredited was bad enough. But then he found he'd been copied by designer label Miu Miu.
And imagine, and we opened it up and I saw the advert for Miu Miu, and voila. When I first saw that ad, it took me over 5 minutes to realise it wasn't actually my shoe, but a copy. This shot is just, it's just so sexy. I mean, look at these fantastic snakeskin shoes.
That's Terry's original 1970s shoe in Pop magazine, and this is Miu Miu's 2003 copy of it in the Sunday Telegraph. Even in a different colour, Miu Miu's 2003 shoe bears a remarkable similarity to Terry's 1973 design on the right. Miu Miu is part of billion-pound fashion giant Prada. It's the younger sister of one of fashion's biggest names.
I didn't think, first of all, that I could do anything about it, period. I just thought, what a liberty. And then someone said to me, oh no, but you can. There is a thing called a work of artistic craftsmanship, and that, as such, becomes your intellectual property. So when I was told that, I thought, well, that is really interesting.
So this is yours.
From 73.
73. Yeah.
And this is Miu Miu, 2003.
Outrageous. Absolutely. And you haven't licensed this, you haven't
No.
given them permission to reproduce this or anything like that?
No.
We say to Prada, how did you design this shoe? Can we see your last? Can we see the drawings, the sketches, the meetings? When you decided that it was going to be this colourway in this material.
Got you.
Yeah. So we need to see how they came up with that, because it's extremely unlikely that
someone just dreamt it
somebody
up.
just dreamt up exactly the same shoe in exactly the same material. It's not very likely at all.
And quite amazing when you consider it was in Pop magazine,
Well-
team with their clothes.
Yeah. I mean, it just screams copy as soon as you see it. It's working out what's cost effective based on what they've made, their profit, and also what you want out of it.
What I'd like to do, I'd like to design for them. Of course I
Absolutely,
would.
absolutely.
That's a really
That's not
big
unheard of.
major
I mean,
fashion house.
Yeah.
God, it's so exhausting.
It is exhausting. I know. But you've got to do it. You've got to do it. And you've got to be seen to do it. Because if you're not seen to do it, then they just think, to have, great, you can just take his stuff, he doesn't even notice. I think what we want to do is keep it simple and straightforward, is that we call that a work of art, which it is.
It may be difficult to get hold of a new pair of Terry de Havilland shoes, but you could buy an old pair at auction.
And I can start already with interest in the lot at £200.
Those are Terry's shoes on the cover of the catalogue.
£200.
I think it's unusual for a designer to have such a sort of signature. You can't mistake it, basically. You wouldn't look at them and think they might be by someone else, which is great from our point of view. That sells at auction. You know, having that kind of ability to be unlike anyone else, I guess.
Oh, I got big holes in my mind from those days. It was too much acid.
That's what they're all banking on.
There must have been a bidding frenzy to get it up to 800 quid.
Bidding in the audience is the owner of vintage clothing store Relic.
The reason, as I say, that Ozzy Clark's became so big again, Bieber, and I keep using these names, you know, because they are recognised today. They're in the V&A, they're in London auction houses. Terry's along there with them.
It's sold, commission.
Terry himself doesn't make a penny from all this, of course. He and Liz decide to pay a visit to Relic. It was Relic that got credited for Terry's original shoes in Pop magazine.
There should have been hundreds.
You will notice when you see several pairs of Terry de Havilland shoes, you know, you will inquire about them because they do look different.
This was nicknamed Zebedee. If I'd have had £1 for everyone that tried to see if it sprung, I'd have been very rich. It's a fantastic place. Really lovely place.
Well, it's a stylist's mecca, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is the shoe. Yeah.
Terry spots one of the shoes which was used in the magazine.
Yeah, I think this is the one that was in Pop magazine. Yeah.
The label clearly reads TDH.
How much do they sell for, Stephen?
Anything from like 100 up to 300, 400. Terry de Havilland still fetch big money.
It seems everyone is making money out of Terry's designs except Terry himself.
Fed up with him getting the raw end of the deal, basically. And especially given what's happened this year. You know, I'll get emails from obscure places all over the world who managed to find him. And yet, someone like Miu Miu will go ahead and do exactly what they did. And we'll probably get an answer from them saying, well, we didn't know where to get hold of you. Or we didn't know it was yours. It's like nearly everybody else in the world knows it's something to do with Terry de Havilland. Surely to God, a company as big as that, we'll be able to find him. I just wish he'd get the recognition he deserves. Sorry, I'm going to cry. I really do.
You don't want to launch proceedings. I mean, I think that's acknowledged, isn't it?
Well, we
So-
understand
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you know you
Yeah.
want to
We-
want to come to a commercial
We
settlement.
want to get to a commercial settlement.
I think this should be pointed out. You can't just go to Prada and say, hi, we're the people that you copied
you
and give us
ripped
a
off
job.
a year ago
We have
and
to say
don't
we're
make our
seriously
minds.
angry with this.
I mean, I need to look at the strength of the information, to be honest with you, and confirm it to you. But you're looking at a few £100, typically speaking, for a letter before action.
You can't do that. I mean, I can't do that.
We are